What's good? Welcome to First Stream Podcast. On today's episode of First Stream Podcast, we have a special guest dropping through. Nobody knows who this guest is, but your boy Pick. Hey, we're gonna talk a little bit about where D Hop should wind up again. Why are some of the best running backs in the NFL still free agents? Yes, I'm talking about Henry. I'm talking about Cook, and I'm talking about Elliott. We'll figure these things out and much, much more. Y'all know what time it is. Y'all ready? Let's go.
Yeah.
First Stream Podcast. Yeah. Q Danny. Dre on the beat. You know. Yeah. What's your favorite squad? Tell me who you going with. First Stream Podcast. Yeah, we keep it lit. We got the latest updates. We don't pump fake. Like, comment, share. We don't care. Feel free to hate. We got great guests. Join us. You should chime in. Houdini on the intro for the time being. Lady A, representing Washington. Pick Washington, everything Washington. Aunt Mo coming out of Dallas, you know the business. Said, them Georgia Bulldogs ain't quitting. Yeah, if you ain't watching sports, you ain't living. About to get my mattress Mac on, about to bet $1 million. Bet $1 million. Let's talk about it. We all grown and cool, we can talk about it. Before we hit the news, we gon' talk about it. Oh, you wanna bet? Let's pop a bottle bout. Yeah.
First Stream Podcast. Do not forget to like and subscribe to First Stream Podcast. Hit the bell to enable alerts for new content just like this, and give us that good thumbs up. Do that right now. But the most important part of this whole thing is do not forget to tell a friend about First Stream Podcast. That's the most important part of this thing. Now, listen, I got to ask y'all a question. Do you guys remember the Nintendo? You know, you used to have to blow the cartridges to get them to work, right? You put it in there, boom, right? That Nintendo NES. All right, well, listen, I'm going to tell you, I'm about to bring on my guy who was the RC Pro-Am champ. Say it. What's good, say it.
That was Atari, man. You had to blow on the cartridge to work.
Well, that was Nintendo.
It was Atari first, and then PlayStation.
Yeah. You had to blow the cartridge, right? And you put that joint in there, boom. Like me and Ron used to have this little joint. We used to go, yama, 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 yama. And then that's how you get it to work. That's how you had to get it to work, right? Say it. Remember Mike Tyson's Punch Out?
Man.
Mike Tyson's Punch Out. Yeah. Mike Tyson's Punch Out.
Dig.
Yeah. I was about to call you Ball Bull. I was gonna bring you in as the Ball Bull. See, look, Ron O'Neill's in the building. Ron said Atari 60, the 2600 joint. Yes, sir. Mr. Kennedy's first in the building today. Back to back is what said. And then okay, we got our guy John Graves in the building. He said he has arrived. Go Dogs, right? Pause. Oh, Don, I got you. I know what you're saying. Podcast so nice I had to do it twice. I had to like it twice. There you go. All right. He said you ain't never lied about the yama. We used to do that. Nintendo, right? Nintendo, the Ninja Golden, yes, Glass Joe, Tecmo Bowl.
He was the first one.
Tecmo Bowl. Hold on, listen. Every play with San Fran, right? Because San Fran had that unstoppable pass. Right, and then you had Bo Jackson who could break through any tackles on the Tecmo Bowl joint. Yep. Man, we showing our age. We showing our age right now. Listen, Ant's coming in. We don't know if we're going to see Lady A or not today. She's supposed to make an appearance because she's celebrating still. You know, don't forget to hit Lady A up. Day was yesterday. So hit her cash out with $2. Why two? Not instead of one. Why two? Because she's a twin. Hit her up with $2 in her cash app. Don't forget to wish her $1. Yeah, she got to split $1 there, right there. Yeah. So hit Lady A. Contra. Say it. Do you remember the code for Contra?
Yeah.
What's the code? Yeah. What's the code? Say it.
I remember the game Contra. I remember the code.
The code. Contra. Hey, Ron, up, down, left, right, BA select, start. Let's get it. 40 lives. Let's get it. 40 lives. times. We're not playing around today.
Oh man.
So who knew that I was going to start this thing off talking about old Nintendo games and things like that? I knew I did. You know, I always have to throw a little something in there with these guys when they come in. Said, man, we waiting, we stalling a little bit too, because Ant's on the way to the crib right now. It's been Tuesday. How was your weekend?
It's cool, man. You know,
it was good.
A little bit. I was gonna get out there and cut that grass on Sunday, and he was like, "Hey, buddy." I was like, "Okay." I want to sit back in my chair and
he said, "Sit down." He said, "Sit down right now." Sit down and sip a lemonade.
I'm gonna sit back down in my chair. Took me a nap.
Hey, sip that lemonade like the Heat told you to.
Man. That heat is out this disrespectful out there today.
Rod Racer?
Yeah.
Oh, Rad Racer. That Rad Racer joint was good. Said Dig Dug. I do not remember Dig Dug for the Nintendo.
Man, how you not remember Dig Dug,
man?
I
don't remember Dig Dug, not for Nintendo. I don't remember Dig Dug.
Was fine, dude. So we got a pair of sisters.
Hey, if she give it to her sister, I don't know, man. I don't know if we got to pay her sister too, but you know, she's a twin, so and let's wish Lady A, her sister, and her pops a happy birthday, because all of their birthdays run bang bang bang, so that's why she's actually, you know, off today. We are trying to come to a decision about Saturday. So we need y'all help. If you guys will be celebrating the 4th of July this weekend, just go ahead and throw us a strong arm or a fireworks display up or a fire emoji in the chat, and then that'll tell us what we need to do for this weekend, if we're going to have a show or if we're going to not have one. Plus, if we do have one, we'll have Don, Dump Truck Don, here with us. And Don will give us our question for the month of July. If we don't have Don on Saturday, 4th of July is on Tuesday, and we'll have Don on that Thursday show to give us our question of the month of July. So we got all types of contingencies in place for you guys and for us as well. So let's start by asking this question here. All right. Would you rather, and I say you as well, the Atlanta Falcons are one of the teams that qualify for Hard Knocks. So are just the New Orleans Saints and the Washington Commanders. Would you rather have?
We don't qualify for Hard Knocks.
Yeah, you do.
No, we don't.
Yes, you do.
No, we don't.
Yes, you do.
I'm telling you, we don't.
No, man. It's the Bears. Is it the Bears? It's the Bears. Y'all had it's the Bears. It's the Bears. All right. Well, would you rather have preseason Hard Knocks or in-season Hard Knocks? I would like for y'all to answer that too. In
season, you get to see adjustments and what they've done, who they brought in, and you get to see little pieces that you normally won't find out until a day or two before the game starts. So if we're going to be on Hard Knocks, do the preseason Hard Knocks, not the in-season Hard Knocks.
But I mean, it airs a week after that game has already been played. So it's not like your opponents could see what you're doing leading up to their game.
No, they can't, but the following opponents can. I don't want to give like anything, dog.
It changes every week.
I don't want them to see nothing.
You don't want them to see nothing. You want them to see
nothing. See it on the field, and we run it past everybody. There's a good look at it. Let you fix it on the fly.
Yeah.
To say that the Dan Snyder era shows why coaches and GMs shouldn't listen to fans.
Yeah. All right. Well, you didn't forget today. You got it in there.
Listen to fans, and if some of the players don't show up, that's all I got to say.
Exactly. So Ron O'Neal said he would rather have the preseason up in there. What say you? Who's in favor of in season? Sam told us why he don't want an in season. I've watched 2 of the in season shows, and it's almost like everyone forgets about the in season. They did the Colts in season first, right?
I don't know. I've only watched one season, and that was with the
Yeah,
Falcons.
they did the Colts. Then they did the Atlanta Falcons. I'm sorry, they did the Arizona Cardinals in season last year, and you just saw them implode. You saw D Hop. I hope that Washington never gets on Hard Knocks. Well, Don, your wish is not coming true because they are actually talking about after the owners meeting, they want to look at the Commanders for the in-season Hard Knocks. That way, the owner gets a chance to meet everybody. Michael Harris is in the building. Michael Harris, man, you missed a lot at the beginning. We talked a little Nintendo 64. I mean, we're only 10 minutes into the show, but yeah, Hard Knocks. Hard Knocks is trash football reality TV, is what Don says. I mean, it's the NFL version of reality TV. You know, you have, and Bruce Glass is in the building now. Bruce is late.
Bruce.
You know, Bruce, you're gonna get fined. You're gonna get fined, Bruce. That's a fine for not being the first one in the building.
You tell him, Don.
Yeah. Hey, he said we was on Hard Knocks already. Josh Norman got into a fight practice. That was the Atlanta Falcons. I mean, that was the New England Patriots. That was when we had the New England Patriots. All right, now hang on. So our other guy is here. All right, so now you guys might remember him from this video game. I already said it earlier. Mike Tyson, you know, Mike Tyson's Punch Out. Here's your guy, Lil Joe. What happening, bro?
What? Lil Joe? The only Lil Joe I know is shooting them dice, and I used to backdoor Lil Joe off 10 of 4.
Backdoor Lil Joe?
Hey, I'm
so
sorry about
Texas, yeah.
Sorry about the lighting, man. I gotta get the ring light.
No worries. Time. No worries, man. You're here. You're here. So right now, what we're discussing, Ant, is would you rather be on preseason Hard Knocks or in-season Hard Knocks? D Hall versus D Hop. One is in season. One is preseason. One is you see who makes the team.
I'd rather not be on either because that doesn't seem like it would bode well for where my team is. But I'd rather do in season because that means we're in the thick of everything. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like you're actually getting the inside of, all right, game 1, game 2. Preseason, it's kind of a little more build up for the guys who probably don't make the team or, you know, riding the fence a little bit. But
right.
Yeah, I'd rather see the stuff that really matters, you know?
Yeah, hey, I want to see these coaches do their thing. I want to see them, you know, have these long meetings and coaches up till 4 or 5 in the morning, and then they sleep on their couch in the office, and they back at it, giving these guys the game plan. I want to see what they do there, coaching them hard. You know,
are you saying that happens in one versus the other?
Well, they're saying that they're not listening to Coach Robert Saleh for the New York Jets, who doesn't want Hard Knocks. Chicago doesn't want Hard Knocks. New Orleans doesn't want Hard Knocks. Washington saying give us Hard Knocks because we have the ownership change. So Ron Rivera definitely doesn't want Hard Knocks, but the other side of the building, Jason Wright, will love Hard Knocks because he's trying to save his job. So he's trying to, you know, do that little thing where he show off this and that and hey, and look at the fans. They're here because of such and such. No, they're here because Dan Snyder's gone.
So. Oh, so the sell of the team is final?
Huh?
Sell of the team.
The sell of the team will be voted on July 20th. On July 20th,
is this normal protocol? It seems like it's still being drug out. Like, what's the deal here?
Well, he had to fix some financial problems, which he did. He fixed the financial problems, and then they gave the owners 2 dates. One was after everybody went to camp. It was like early August, and then the other one was July 20th, which they have agreed upon. July 20th, they'll have a meeting in Minnesota to ratify the sale of the team, which is what everybody wants because then that way, when training camp kicks off, that thing is going to explode on July 27th. After the money changes hands, then he'll officially have the team, which will usually take about a couple of days for that money to change hands, and then we off and ready.
Hey, John, you pipe down, or I'm scrapping your interview for Friday.
John's got another interview Friday.
No, I'm actually releasing it on Friday.
Uh-oh.
Like, pipe down, or I'm getting rid of it.
Pipe down, huh?
And it was a good interview. Yeah.
Okay. And now we know what to look forward to there. Okay, next question on the agenda is this. Why are some of the best running backs still free agents? And I'm talking about Henry, Cook, and Zeke. Why are these guys still free agents? Is it because they want too much money? Is it because they're a little long in the tooth? Or is it because nobody needs them?
Well, let me hop in here. Said Zeke's not a premium running back, so let's scratch his name off the list. He's not.
He averaged 3.9 yards last year, and he gave you 12 tutties.
Stop it.
12 tutties.
Stop it.
12 tutties.
Now I know about this team better than most. No, that guy has been. Listen, if you're gonna give him 40 carries a game, what do you expect? So it's somewhere the games the yards are gonna average out. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I just think it's the power to choose too, though.
Read that comment.
Wrong shape to be in. Yeah, that's a fact. But no, I think it's the power to choose, though, man. These guys, DeAndre Hopkins and the Dalvin Cooks of the world, these guys all you really do get to call your shots to a certain degree. So I just think it's actually more beneficial to these players these days. I think they got money, so they're not in a rush, and they know they're going to get signed somewhere. But I do think it's interesting for Dalvin that it was Miami. Why isn't he there? Like, that's an interesting dynamic for me. So I'm like, I didn't think he was going to go there, but at the same time, seemed like that was his number one choice.
Hey, Ronald Neal says too long in the tooth. I believe Zeke has something left. Michael Harris says the league has colluded to run the value down on running backs unless you're elite. This is true, but even the elite ones like Dalvin Cook is averaging like 4-point-something yards per rush, which is right up there at the top of the group. And they released him to save money. How about this one? Justin Jefferson is up for Jay Jettison, your boy, is up for a contract next year. So now we know why Cook got released, all the cap space that they created by releasing Cook. So it's like Zeke got enough wiggle to reach the front of the buffet line first.
Don't do Zeke like that. Don't do Zeke like that.
So what you saying is
Zeke, man. Don't do Zeke like that.
You saying my man got a little Can I get 3 pieces of chicken, please? He got a little something.
Watch the spin move.
Watch the spin move. Oh, man. And Beard blocks the camera. Oh, my God, John, I think you're going to get your interview scrapped. So Cook, out of all of those 3, Henry, Derek, this is Derek Henry we're talking about too.
He's not a free agent.
Henry is.
You sure? Because
they've
been trying to trade Henry. I don't think he's a free agent.
All right, listen. Our special guest has arrived.
Hey, thank you, John, for giving my beard props like that, man.
Our special guest has arrived, and you're just in time, Ant. Ant's laughing because of the guest. He can actually see the guest right now. Let's bring him on, ladies and gentlemen. Let's welcome. Hello, Corey.
What's up?
How are you?
I'm doing good. Can't complain. How you doing, Sid?
What's going on, my brother? You doing all right?
I'm doing good. Can't complain, Mr. Mo.
Preacher man, what's going on?
Yeah, I'm doing
Still
good.
alive. She didn't kill you on the honeymoon.
No, she didn't kill him on the honeymoon. I think she did.
You know what they say? Darker the berry, the sweeter the juice, and this juice is very sweet. to that woman. So it is what it
To
is.
that woman.
Franchise.
That was very funny to me. I'm sorry.
Hey, look.
that
Sometimes
woman.
people laugh at the truth. People laugh at the truth. So
Oh yeah.
you got to stand on the truth.
Okay,
Oh,
say
man.
all right. Okay, so listen, Don San asked you the question. We have
Oh,
our
yeah,
question.
yeah.
We have our question of the month. All right, Corey, our question of the month goes like this. All right.
Yes, Don needs to have more hats. Yes, that's the answer to the
That
question.
is not the question. It is name your top five NFL players of all time, regardless of position. Your top 5 NFL players of all time, regardless of position.
Yeah, we talked to Don. I actually talked about this. I think like they got to have like some kind of drug addiction. So I go with LT. Yeah, I gotta go with LT right away.
LT, okay.
That means Dion ain't making the list, but
yeah, I mean he got toes. He got toes and everything. He got the 2 toes down challenge he's gonna deal with. I think Gonzalez. Like a lot of people don't talk about Gonzalez, but the way he I know Ozzie Newsome was like one of the first tight ends to do that, but it seemed like he took that and he was the precedence of this current tight end. So I think I think Tony Gonzalez is a good one. Jim Brown, of course, I think he's prototypical running back.
Right.
I think regardless of position, but just what he gonna do, and people gonna think I'm crazy when I say this, but the man literally was a human cheat code when he was. I'll save him for later. I think Jerry Rice is up there too. Jerry Rice, because just what the man.
So
did.
is that 4? Is that 4 for Corey right there? That's 4. So who's number 5?
Number 5, and you could go. I feel like I go multitude of ways with this.
No, but you can only give us one name.
But I know that. I'm going to say this because I have to have my generation represented in it, right? And if he just would have just not had them dogs and everything, I think Michael Vick would have changed the quarterback position. He's already, everybody has the essence of Michael Vick in them now. Look at these quarterbacks, right? Like they're mobile. And just what he was able to do, regardless of position, Michael Vick's up there for me.
Look at the flick of the wrist.
Yeah.
My man used to just lasers.
Mm-hmm.
You know why I respect that, Corey? Because that last one is because we got a Atlanta Falcons fan here who said a person and it wasn't even Michael Vick, and he makes the most sense because what he did. Nobody was coming to watch anybody play but
he's
Mike
box
Vick.
Office. Yeah, he's box office.
Yeah. So keep that said.
Filling stadiums
around the country.
Hey, I'm trying to create an issue with Sid today.
No, you good.
He trying to pick a fight.
I'm picking a fight with Sid today.
Picking a fight. Look, listen.
Taking all high rules today.
Man, why Sid look like Overton over here with this hat on?
Hey,
he said you got all high rules today.
He said a year. He said a year.
Like Overton. You say you're like Overton from Living Single?
Yeah.
I'm taking all high rules today.
He look like Overton over there.
Oh Lord.
Hey, doctor didn't tell you that blood pressure was high now, did he say it?
Don't you got frozen. Your fan is moving.
Fan is on.
Fan is moving.
Damn, fan got me again.
I'm just checking, man.
Your fan is moving.
Fan off, so I can be frozen.
It be frozen.
Hey, breaking news too, by the way.
You give it to us.
My Rangers are reeling. We'll
talk about them later. Anyway, back to the running backs. Derrick Henry is under contract at 2 pick.
Okay, all right, I got you. Yeah, Don checked me on that too.
His salary is $10.5 million. He carries a dead cap of $10 million, cap hit of $16 million. So yeah, he's still in contract unless they trade him. So
all right. So Corey, why are these running backs? Go ahead. Go. My bad.
In Derrick Henry's spot is because the team is kind of in a rebuild, so they don't want to pay him the money that he's due, that he's earned, and they're probably gonna try to leverage that he's still on the contract for right now. That would be my only reason for them not paying him yet, because he's on the contract. They're gonna try to leverage him. Now, Cook, I was one who said I thought Cook was going to Miami.
Yeah,
I really did.
Right.
You know, him going back home. There's only one other running back on there that anybody know who he is, and like we said, a 1-2 combo. So it's surprising that he hasn't signed yet, but he said he's going to take his time. But for the most part, running backs are being devalued because these offenses are wide open offenses.
But you can't do anything without the running back. Listen, the running back position.
But these offenses are wide open offenses.
Like the running back position, they pass protect, they catch passes, and they run the ball. Right?
and
They protect your quarterback so that he can throw the deep ball.
Yep. So does the tight end.
I don't necessarily think it's not a devaluing of the position though. But you look at the Eagles, right? They had 3 running backs that they were able to feature in that offense that made that offense hum. They had 2 good above average wide receivers there, and they helped Jalen Hurts more than them wide receivers did. I think people overlook that. It's not the fact that it's devalued, it's just the market is coming level on running backs now because they've been overpaid for so long. Because you need to have 2 good running backs, at least 2 good running backs. The day of the bell cow, because the bell cow will get you so far. They'll get you through the season, but like they'll kind of fall off, especially like during the playoffs and in December when you really need them. Like you look at Derrick Henry, he had that one good year in 2019. He's been dominant, but towards the end of the season, he kind of tails off. So I don't know if it's devalued more than it's the market is coming level for running backs, right? It's like what the NBA did with all these players when you had like Matthew Dellavedova making primetime money, right?
Yeah, but the market corrected itself. The market has corrected itself big time in the NBA.
And
whereas Mike, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say that argument, the devaluing thing doesn't work with Cook only because he can do everything. You can literally plug him into any one of those top tier situations and he's going to contribute just fine. You know, he can catch the ball, he can run the ball. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know about what his blocking looks like, but you don't need that guy to block 9 times out of 10. So,
I mean, listen, a quarterback audibles to some hot read and yeah, you're gonna need him to step up and take this defense in because I'm sliding the offensive line to the right side, and you're gonna have to take that defensive end on the left so I could deliver this ball to Jay Jettison. And he's done that, and he's willing to do it. Clinton Portis was one of the baddest running backs around because he pass blocked and he took pride in his blocking. Zeke pass blocks, he takes pride in his blocking. But these guys aren't making it to that, to the end of their contracts and things like that. What is the one thing that everyone says that the Buffalo Bills need?
You're running back.
A running game.
But yeah, I'll ask y'all this though. Why are people pinpointing him to I know they said he's from Florida and everything, Cook is. But where did Mike McDaniel come from? Where did he come from? He came from that Shanahan style offense that you can put in any
running back.
You don't need a feature guy like this to overpay a guy. You can just have 3 horses in the stable that you're paying base value for. So I mean, I don't necessarily. If he goes to mine, he does. But part of me is like, I don't think they see that. I don't think he sees the value in it. Is the juice worth the squeeze?
But the numbers, I hear what you're saying, but the numbers don't add up. The number 1 running back was Mozart. He was like 800 yards.
But that's what that offense is, saying. You know that.
That offense is
but the run game is what sets it up.
Go ahead, man.
Tua not being punch drunk.
Tua not being punch drunk and getting the ball to Jalen Waddle and the cheetah. That's what that offense was. And then they just lost their tight end as well. So you know they will need a 1-2 punch with the running backs. Yeah. They're going to need a 1-2 punch with their running backs this year just to keep defenses from blitzing Tua the way that they did last year.
Yes, it's almost like losing. Who's y'all's tight end? Who's y'all's tight end last year?
Our tight end last year, Thomas.
No, he didn't play half the time.
Talking about Amari Rodgers.
Yeah, it's like losing the guy that was the quarterback, huh?
Mm-hmm.
See.
Oh, I'm so glad you caught it. Bang bang.
Hey, I still got to go back. And check the tape on that.
Hey, say it. Give me some of that.
I still got to say.
Sliding right under that.
Right in there.
I still got to check the tape on that, man.
I don't care what tape you check, buddy. Hey, look, imagine Gesicki being compared to Amari Rodgers, for crying out loud.
Hey, listen, our tight end room is still pretty strong and pretty young, so we'll see what goes on.
How can you say that tight end room is strong?
Because
what?
Our number one option, Thomas should be healthy.
Never healthy. He's never
our healthy. Number 2 option.
And
your guy Bates. Your guy Bates should be back, and he should be blocking his butt off.
He was underwhelming last year,
and then Bates should be good.
And then we have our second year Turner should be more comfortable as far as being in the NFL and being around his guys, and he should be working that work in the middle.
Guys? What does that mean?
Yeah, work in the middle and definitely trying to carve himself out a role to take some plays away from number 1 and 2 in front of him.
That's the biggest question mark.
Work in the middle
is tied in though.
I don't think so, Corey.
So, how can you? I'm
gonna tell you why I don't think so. I don't believe that the tight end is the biggest question mark on the team because our offensive coordinator last year went away from the tight end group. Just like our offensive coordinator last year would insist on doing 7 and 8 step drops with a terrible offensive line. With a terrible offensive line, he wants to, 7, 8 step drops. No quick game. I don't think that he paid attention to the tight end position. I don't think he wanted to get the ball to those guys to open up things in the middle of or deep in the middle of the field for the wide receivers. But yet and still, this guy got another job in the NFL. So our O-line is our biggest question mark. But guess what? I do believe that the Cincinnati Bengals, and I'm not calling us the Cincinnati Bengals, made it all the way to the Super Bowl with a subpar offensive line.
No, brother, let's not.
I'm not saying that we're them. I'm just saying, but their offensive line was terrible that year they went to the Super Bowl, and they have since then been replacing pieces on that line. What are you talking
about? Y'all had the same quarterback. Let that one go.
No, that's not what I said.
That's not what I said.
That's not what I said.
Let the argument go.
That's not what I said. That is not what I said.
That's what I'm telling you.
Take what I said. Take what I said in context. I said that they
because of the quarterback. I'm coming in with a new quarterback.
Take what I said for what I said. I said their offensive line was subpar. And they made it to the Super Bowl.
Because of
I didn't. No. I'm talking about the offensive line. I'm not talking about the quarterback. I'm not talking about the wide receivers. I'm just telling you.
And that Joe Mixon and
I'm not talking about. I'm not.
You got to expand, or you just can't say the offensive line.
I just said their offensive line. But their offensive line was subpar because look at that offensive line. That offensive line didn't even. 3 people off of that offensive line didn't even come back the next season for them. They were replaced. Their line has gotten better since the first year they got Joe hurt. Everybody was like, you need to address the line. They went and got a wide receiver for him. And then they started addressing the offensive line. What's up, Rockman?
I feel like the offensive line, though, that you have to have this elite offensive line to win championships is over.
It is.
It's over. Yeah, because you would know because y'all spent like billions of dollars on the offensive
We're
line.
not doing this.
Y'all,
We're not
y'all
doing this,
choke.
Corey.
I mean, y'all
Hey, save your sermon, buddy. That is not it at all.
Instead of taking shots.
Yeah.
I'm just not taking a shot. That's true fact.
No, save your sermon because I always thought that offensive line was overrated. I never thought they were as good as advertised. Because when we would go up against that Philly defensive line and heck, even that Washington defensive line, we would never even split the difference, even home or away. We would always get dominated.
Fourth-round quarterback. That's why that was.
Yeah. Oh, the quarterback is clearly the smoke screen for us. We would clearly be better if we had, a real quarterback. But that's a whole nother story.
Is so what you're saying is your quarterback is capped? Is he capped out?
Y'all look.
What
I
is
can't
that?
Is he the best?
What do you mean?
Bad about number 4.
That
What do you mean capped out? Though? I don't get that.
is that you guys have gotten everything that you can get out of him. There's not another level that he can go to.
We got everything we got out of him his rookie year, but no. I didn't say Cowboys are overrated. I said quarterback. That is our as much as I was down on our defense the second half of the season in some spurts, what they did in the playoffs was spectacular. They showed that they were worth their money in the playoffs.
Who did?
The Dallas Cowboys. What are you talking about? Did you not see
the Dallas Cowboys? The Dallas Cowboys that beat up on the 8 and 9 Tampa Bay Buccaneers who couldn't
Okay. We did. Hey, you beat who's put in front of you. Go to the next week.
And then
San Francisco 49ers.
San Francisco 49ers who had a rookie quarterback. But
Absolutely. You know what? You know what happened in that game?
Corey just died.
He didn't do bad. He didn't do good. He just did what he was supposed to do. He made the easy passes and he handed the ball off. You know what our quarterback did? What he always does. Give the ball to the other team. He's pathetic and below average at this point.
And then
so
you
can't tell. And listen, let me tell you something. If we switch quarterbacks, guess what? We win the game. That's the
y'all wait a minute. So you said if y'all take Mr. Irrelevant, y'all win the game?
Yes. Because all he needed to do was not give the ball away. And he succeeded.
Hold on. And I gotta disagree.
Hold on, let's not forget now. They only scored 12 points, bro.
But I gotta disagree.
Is Michael Irvin over there at your house right
now?
No.
Listen, I gotta disagree. And you gotta feel me on this one. You gotta feel me on this one, Ant. So you're saying you could take Mr. Irrelevant, put him on the Dallas Cowboys, and your coach Mike McCarthy would know what to do with him?
Bro, it's not about. First of all, Mike McCarthy doesn't call the plays. He just started that this year.
So the quarterback coach that you guys fired, or your offensive coordinator that you guys fired or sent away, he wouldn't know what to do with them.
It doesn't have anything to do with Mike McCarthy. It has everything to do with your quarterback being smart enough to
Y'all didn't know what to do with Cooper Rush.
You say what?
With the kid that went 4-0 before he lost his first game, y'all didn't know what to do with him.
What do you mean do with him? He's a bottom of the barrel guy. He's not even better than Dak Prescott. I'm sorry. He's just not.
So how are you going to take Mr. Irrelevant, the last pick in the NFL draft, who every team has passed on?
Because he's smart enough to get the ball into the hands of players to make plays, and he doesn't turn the ball over. It's really simple.
And I think that has to do with coaching. And he has Kyle Shanahan as a head coach.
Wait, so you're telling me that even our offensive coordinator from last year called plays that said put the ball in the hands of the other quarterback? I mean, in the hands of the other team, or fumble the ball?
No,
he led the league. One of those years, he led the league in fumbles.
Okay,
I'm just telling you, that's not coaching. That's the player.
But what is coaching is this. Is the same thing that Don pointed out. A seven-step drop from shotgun, right? Not getting the ball to your tight ends, not calling quick game, not getting the balls into the hands of your playmakers.
You talking about Washington?
That's coaching. I'm talking about that's coaching, and that's what Kyle Shanahan does. He's like, we got all these playmakers. There's no need for you to hold onto this ball. We can run the ball with Christian McCaffrey. Look at what they did. They literally went out and got playmakers all over. They used the best offensive lineman in the game and Trent Williams in all kinds of ways, put them in the backfield, having them lead screens and everything like that. So all of the talent that he had, those coaches shined and made Brock Purdy look like a freaking superstar. If you take Brock Purdy and put him on the Dallas Cowboys, you do not get the same results because you don't have the same coaches.
Hold on 1 second. You just give me 1 second because I want to look up something really quick. Because I really think sometimes you forget. So that was January 16, 2002. 2022. Right?
Yeah.
That was the last game.
Yeah.
Oh man, listen, man, this stuff is really simple, guys, and I think y'all just wait. This says Jimmy Garoppolo, so that's not correct.
Jimmy G did have a lot of those wins that San Fran had.
No.
And then he got hurt late.
We're talking about playoffs, though. We're talking about playoffs.
We're talking playoffs. And Brock Purdy's numbers were not that spectacular, man. His numbers weren't that spectacular.
I didn't say they were. I never said that. I said he's smart enough. See, it don't matter what type of play you call. You have to, as a quarterback, you have to be able to look at the field and say, that's a stupid throw.
I got you.
It's only
agree
the
with you there.
coach's job to give me the play. He can't make the plays for me. So when I'm just pulling up the stats in this game, guys. I'm sorry.
Hold on. And I got you. Stay right there. Let's do this right quick. Let's bring in the person at the end of Super Mario that keeps getting kidnapped by Bowser, the princess here. Lady A, how are you, ma'am?
Hello. The princess?
Happy birthday.
Happy
Yeah, because
birthday.
it's all been games. It's all been fun and games around these parts today. So
Hi.
how are you doing?
Have you guys been behaving?
No.
We were waiting for you to get here so we can really get loose.
Right.
Oh,
How's the birthday going?
It's going well. Today, my sister and my dad. So tomorrow is my
Where's your sister?
She's in Miami. I told you.
Oh, she's in Miami. You just got back from Miami?
No, I just got back from Virginia Beach.
Ooh,
Okay. Where's Pops?
nice.
So we're about to head back over there. So he's at his house. I was gonna go jump on from there. And hey guys, thanks, Bruce. I did have a wonderful birthday. Hi, Michael. But yeah, my dad, Justin has a meeting, so we're here for a second and then gonna go around. Back over.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you for dropping by so we can wish you a happy birthday and tell everyone else we said hello.
I will.
Lady, oh, Don's mad at you.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Don. I'm there often, though. I used to live in Virginia Beach, so I'm there often. I'll be back in August.
All right, Don, you got it. So she'll be back in August. And yeah. So thank you for hopping on so we can wish you a happy birthday. We want you to enjoy it. We appreciate it. Hey,
and I need y'all to behave.
We will not. You look like you got a good tan though. You do like you got a good tan.
I really don't think I have one at all.
You really do.
For real? He said I'm getting fine. I'm sorry, Don. I just came home yesterday, like last night.
Yeah, that's good because we need you to go take a nap, not watch the show, and leave your fine notes for someone else for the jellyfish.
I have other people that watch too.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, so can I continue, please?
Yes, sir. Continue, please.
Thank you so much, because I hate wasting time talking about things that don't matter. Okay, Dak Prescott threw the ball 4 more times and had 8 more attempts than Brock Purdy, and still had less yards. Less yards. 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. You're gonna lose every time to a guy like that. I just want to let you know. And whoever that was who had the very smart comment that Zeke Elliott has stuff left in the tank, 10 carries, 26 yards. Tony Pollard carried the ball 4 less times, had 4 less yards, and he broke his freaking ankle or foot. Please stop telling me Zeke has anything left in the tank. He's a big.
Well, somebody also said that Zeke has a little shake left. He said he has a little shake left to get to the front of the buffet line.
Yeah, I bet he
hell of a
does.
center. I'm telling you that much.
CeeDee Lamb, for needing so much more of a running mate, had more receptions and yards than anybody on the field that day. That's including the loaded San Francisco 49ers. I'm just saying.
So when you don't need to throw the ball to one person, you can't spread the wealth.
That guy outperforms everybody on the field. I think we can just can that argument for a little bit. And let's not forget that Kittle's had a lot of those yardages on one play where he actually had an illegal blocking or whatever. So I'm just saying, like, you can call it coaching all you want to. He didn't coach. Shanahan couldn't have coached that great in that game. They scored 10 points in the fourth quarter to pull that game out. I'm just saying.
Right, let me ask you
this
question.
Like I said, the defense plays spectacular. I'm sorry.
Let me ask you this question: how many quarterbacks named Mr. Irrelevant have won a playoff game?
Who gives a crap? Listen. There's anomalies. That's what you're forgetting. You want to make a big deal about him being Mr. Irrelevant when he won games. You can't just give that to the coach. You can't just give that to the coach. The coach is not the one that performs on the field. I'm sorry.
He's not, but he's the one that preps he's the one that gets the preparation that says, this is the game plan that we're going with. These guys have an amazing guy wearing number 11 on defense. We need to make sure that he doesn't wreck our offensive game plan.
What does that have to do with the quarterback? We're not talking about who's rushing.
I just told you.
But I'll tell you.
Do you think that they don't game plan for LT? Especially when this guy wearing number 11 is the next LT.
We weren't talking about pass rushers. We were talking about the coach and the quarterback. And
that's exactly what I'm talking about.
It doesn't matter.
That is part of the dynamics.
No, that doesn't matter. That has nothing to do with the results of this game.
And is Micah Parsons a game wrecker? Is he a game changer?
Micah Parsons did not perform before the playoffs in big moments.
Okay.
He had numbers early in the season.
And he can totally wreck an offense by himself. What I'm saying to you is that coach had to game plan for him, for Brock Purdy to get the ball out of his hands, to screen you guys to death, to quick pass you guys to death, to set you up for Kittle going down the middle for long passes. He had to do that and account for Micah Parsons.
First of all, your argument is not relevant. It is not what we were talking about. I hate when you do this because you do it a lot. Let's look at the running backs.
How is that not relevant?
It's because it's not. It has nothing to do with the reality of this game. This was a defensive game, period. The coach didn't game plan that amazing. I'm just telling you. The leading running back was whoever Mitchell is with 51 yards, 35 for McCaffrey. Nobody did anything spectacular in this game.
How many rushes? How many offensive rushes? How many running plays did total? San Fran get credit for? Yeah, total.
So total, we have 24, 28, 31, 32.
32 rushes, and you say.
And they didn't get 100 yards.
But they controlled the clock and kept your offense off the field and scored 10 points and won a game.
Did they? Did they control the clock? Do you know that for a fact, or are you just saying that?
I'm just saying 32 rushing attempts.
You made a statement, so I'm asking. Did they control the clock?
What's the time of possession?
They had so it was now they did have more. They had 32 to our 27. Which in this case comes down to that last drive because we didn't stop them on that last drive. And that could be in my honest opinion, that could come down to when your offense does not perform. Mind you, we moved the ball. We had opportunities to capitalize, but we never did. The issue is that right there. Your quarterback in that instance gave the ball away twice.
All right.
I'm just saying that you're not gonna win ever like that. Ever.
I got you, Ant.
The Rams.
I got you, Corey. Corey, Don said wake up.
You said the Rams did? It's a Super Bowl.
I mean, Matt Stafford, you got me defending Matt Stafford. When they won that Super Bowl, he was second in the league in turnovers by a quarterback. Led the league in interceptions.
I'm with you on that, but
I'm just saying, like, it don't.
Corey, now listen. Now I will say this. Now we can talk about what they have on the other side of their defense. They have a proven commodity in Aaron Donald who can't be blocked by two people consistently. That's a fact. He takes triple teams. That is not what Micah Parsons has proven himself to be. Period. You're telling me he has the potential to wreck game plans and all that crap? He's never done it against quality opponents, and that's a fact. anytime we look at us against the Eagles or in a game that we actually lost against somebody in the division.
No, I don't think that'll happen this year to the Eagles. I don't think that'll happen this year to the
That
Eagles.
ain't my
Offensive
point, though. That's not my point.
coordinator is gone,
You
and
see
the
how
offensive
that goes?
coordinator
You see how Pick does this?
he
That's not my
attacked
point.
Michael
I'm not
Parsons.
picking on the Eagles. I'm saying any quality opponent that we played last
And
year,
I'm telling you,
Michael Parsons was he didn't show up.
because
That's
the
my only
Eagles game plan was to attack Michael Parsons and not let him dictate to them. They attacked him. They ran at him. If he was on the right side, they ran to the left side. They ran to that side where he was.
My point is he's not LT. So stop. And I never said he was.
Sirianni's
You can't
still
take
there,
LT
though.
out the game. You can't. You can run at LT. He's still going to make plays. Michael Parsons. Now, what I do want to see is he said it's not about stats for him. It's about impact. You're absolutely correct, sir. Because you made none when it mattered the most 2 years in a row in the playoffs.
Man,
so now let's see.
And we got you all fired up. And that wasn't even the topic today.
I never said, hey, Michael, I didn't say I want to get rid of Michael Parsons. I just want people to stop crowning people too early because they were a star on their helmet. Let's see him do it when it matters most. He's not no real game record if you can't do it against quality playoff opponents or in the playoffs, period.
You heard that, didn't you?
I got you. Hey, Corey.
Yo, the missus is in here and y'all talking about our Cowboys, so you know.
Oh, listen.
She's
Corey.
a Dak Prescott simp, so.
Oh my word.
Yeah, I know.
Last
I told you, like I said, the darker the berry, the sweeter the juice for us. So
last topic here. All right. So we got our happy birthdays out of the way. We got our everything else out of the way. Atlanta made some trades yesterday, said.
Joe.
Tell us about it, sir.
The Atlanta Hawks made a trade with the Utah Jazz, sending John Collins to Utah for Rudy Gay and a second-round pick. Why is this important?
Rudy Gobert.
Rudy Gay.
Rudy Gay?
Rudy Gay.
Rudy Gay.
Why is that important?
Yes, sir. Why is it important?
Collins has 2 years left in his contract, $78 million, and Rudy Gay's contract is expiring, which gives Atlanta $25 million.
So what are y'all gonna do? Y'all just gonna get Dame Dime? What are y'all gonna go do with this extra money that y'all have?
It's hard to understand what this guy is trying to build. We got a guy. He's a big man, but he's still thin. Thin and wiry. We still need a shooter. We get all these guys. We need a shooter. Because to Trae Young's credit, I have to give it to him.
Right.
When he did dish those balls, a lot of time the boys standing in the playground by themselves, twirling and double dipping and couldn't hit the side of the ball.
Couldn't hit water from a boat.
You got to make those
water
shots.
from
When
a boat.
You're standing out there by yourself like you're in shooting practice. You got to hit those.
They wasn't long and strong.
Hey, Pick, I gotta make it a confession.
Yeah.
I changed everything I thought about this trade. I thought they were trading for Rudy Gobert. I didn't realize it was Rudy Gay.
No, Rudy Gay.
It was Rudy Gay.
Yeah, I ain't impressed by that at all. I actually like John Collins so
They had to match the money.
So what you saying? What you saying is they stroke is not strong.
Pause.
Well,
God.
I think they might misfire on their stroke often.
Oh,
That's why they getting rid of them.
Their club shots is off.
They not shooting up the club. They not doing none of that.
Only good for buying bottles. They don't perform afterwards.
They just buy bottles, can't pop them at all.
Yeah, some streamers. Ain't no real fireworks.
Ain't no real fireworks at the end of the day.
Ooh.
So what you saying is
Williamson production.
y'all need some shooters.
Study hitting the backboard. That's all they doing, hitting the backboard.
Hitting the backboard.
Came up limp out the gym.
Hitting the backboard, and it's running all left and to the right. They got to figure it out. I mean,
they say it's a make or miss league.
I hope they do. Blanks. I need these guys. I need these guys to get on pace with the rest of the teams in Atlanta right now. Braves is doing their thing. They're coming off a win the chip 2 years ago. University of Georgia won back to back.
Yeah.
And the Braves are back in it again. I need these Hawks to get on track. The Falcons, they've been down for a while. But I know we're gonna do in week 5 in Atlanta though. We'll talk about that later on.
But the Hawks,
y'all ain't gonna do a dog on thing.
You saying the Hawks got to get bigger, longer, and they got to be able to shoot from deep.
They got to do something.
They got to be able to pull that stroke up and get it.
They got to get that stroke right.
Oh God, y'all.
They should have figured out a trade to get graded.
God, these African Americans, y'all. Oh Lord, Lord help these African Americans.
I'm dead. I'm dead. Listen,
please.
Before we get off of there, the NFL did something that made a lot of sense today. They made it where they're trying to get the different stadiums to open up during
NFLPA, right?
Yes.
Go on, break it down, say it.
They're trying to help ease in certain places the ability to vote when it's time to vote. This is very interesting, and we'll see at some point that somebody cry foul because it's going to happen. But it allows them to give more machines, more people a chance to get in and get out without having to stay in the line 10 hours.
Got you. So, so that's the article. Say it, share with us, or was it? Yeah, it was Say It, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I had to credit who I can. It's posted on ESPN, the NFLPA. They're doing a lot here. So if you guys get out, go check it out on ESPN. After the show, read about it. They want to help out when it comes to voting. Go back and educate a lot of people on the agendas and topics that some of these guys need to pay attention, or we all need to pay attention to when it comes to making informed decisions about voting. So great job by the NFL Players Association and doing this and making sure that we're all up on policies and things like that when it comes to exercising our right as being citizens of the United States. So thank you, Say, for sharing that article with us today too. Corey, how's it been, man?
Oh, it's been.
What are you up to next?
Well, we are moving into, as you can see, in the new humble abodes, and getting the studio back together again.
Yeah.
I actually was working on that today. That's why I haven't been on, because I haven't been able to get some time to
get the studio right.
It's an excuse, but still. So I'll be back up and running hopefully in the next couple of weeks. But I appreciate it. As always, it's good to be on here.
It's good to have Big Bro on.
Yeah. I think that's a fat joke now, but
that's not a fat joke.
It's a fat joke.
It is not a fat joke. I'm gonna tell you what it is.
Your hairline is older than I am.
I know that, but when it comes to this podcasting thing, you have more years than I do.
I'm an advisor. There you go. How about
I'm an advisor?
An advisor. There you go. An advisor.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man. Like, Big Bro. Like that just makes you say. Like, you might say, well, there you go. There's Lardo right there. It's like you might as well call me Sherman Clump if that's the case.
Nah, bro. You know that is not even close to being me. That's not even close to being me. So listen, Corey, I want to ask, how are you going to celebrate on July 20th once this thing has been unanimously decided on? Matter of fact, I want you to tell us how many votes do they get to pass this? They only need 24. How many votes do you think the Harris Group gets?
They get them all. I think they get them all.
You think they get them all?
They'll get 30, and they'll abstain. And what I'm going to do to celebrate, I probably can't legally say it on here, but I don't know. We're going to celebrate, right?
Yeah, we are.
No, I'm talking to Ms. over here. She gave me like a side eye when I said that, but I'm going to light up a big old cigar. I'm going to get my, what do they call it? The acid cigars. And I'm going to light that bad boy up and just have a good time and laugh the whole time.
That's not what he's doing.
Nope.
Okay. All right, say it. Have we
nasty,
covered
man.
everything?
You nasty, Overton. You nasty.
Yes, we did. We covered everything for today.
We gotta talk about LSU.
Oh no!
Oh
Go
yeah.
for it, Ant.
Negres.
Come on, Ant.
So I had more of a question based off of it, but men's LSU baseball team just won the national championship, correct?
Yes, sir.
And you know they said he wanted those rings. My question is LSU the new powerhouse university in the United States? Has they overtaken somebody?
I would say
like Georgia?
No.
I would say in everything but football.
Yeah,
That was the first one since 2017, I believe it was.
Yeah, but I'm talking about basketball. I'm talking about baseball.
That was women's basketball.
So what? That's why I said university. I ain't say men's.
No, we just had a guy won in tennis.
You say what?
We just had a guy won in tennis.
Did you just really say tennis? Said
no, we don't care about tennis, man.
What did he just say?
You said
university.
Yeah,
university.
That's just
hey.
Say it. You said
man, you didn't even know y'all won the national championship in tennis.
Yes, I did.
Tennis.
I hadn't looked it up.
You should find yourself for saying tennis.
Nope.
Find his butt.
Hey, you gonna bring it all? We're gonna bring it all out.
That's like me saying UVA won national croquet championship. Ain't nobody paying attention to no croquet.
Because y'all are playing pickleball.
Pickleball, there you go.
Hey, pickleball. Workers break a sweat.
Whoa. See, man, Nancy, you don't gotta be that way. You gotta be better than that. You gotta be ready.
Pickleball, you break a sweat.
You being third string on the first string podcast, it don't make sense.
Hey. Who you talking about again? Excuse me.
I'm talking about you. You said you being
what, please? You know what's up, Corey?
Listen. I do. The SEC, when it comes to baseball, they are killing the game. Shouts out to Florida as well. Both of them wind up with the same record. That's a coincidence as well. But the thing that I was really impressed with is the number one pitcher that comes from the draft that'll be drafted here next Thursday or Wednesday or Thursday, and the number one hitter, both on the same team. Amazing. And both of those players didn't disappoint at the biggest points of their season in the baseball championship. So whichever one Pittsburgh doesn't take, I look forward to the Curly W's taking and seeing that player be a cornerstone for the Washington Nationals here for quite a while. So that does cover our show for today. Hey, right now I'm gonna say we
thank you, Bianca.
We are doing a show on Saturday. We will be doing a show on Saturday. All right. Say it. Are you ready?
Yes, I am.
All right. Shouts out to my son, United States Air Force, First String Podcast, second to none. Come get some. Tell him, say it.
Back to back. Go Dogs.
Go Dogs. What is that, Ant?
Great for your beats. Our first song to the person.